absolutely right. The Broncos are not bringing anybody in, and Snipe has a lot of the Broncos are not bringing anybody in, and Snipe has a lot of Diego on that last play, but just a slight miscommunication. Diego was coming in, but ended up going back out right when Snipe passed the ball there.
You keep rolling right. There's no one open, and they're throwing for a deep side and caught by Syke. Pick up 31 yards, but like he said, there's no room, but they got the first down though.
Yeah, absolutely. Great crossfield pass there. You know, those are always kind of dangerous because that ball hangs up there for so long, but Snipe able to put it right in between the coverage there, and Syke able to make a great adjustment there to come back and catch that ball for the 31-yard pickup.
You keep going right in the bunch formation. You keep rolling right. He's still looking, no pressure up. There's Blackheart. Then he got blocked. He's still looking around. Still bunch of time. Throw across field. Nice comeback by Kazi. Kazi still going. Picks up 25 yards.
Yeah, great play by Kazi to come back there, making the look like basically a shoestring catch there. Snipe again with the crossfield pass. And Kazi able to pick up some great after catch yards there for 25 and the first down there. First and goal there from the 6.
Look like now the Broncos have their full 9 on the field. Snipe's going to roll left. He's looking around, go for out of bounds, and complete tendency was to Syke, it looks like. Yep, to Syke.
And it looks like the Broncos are finally starting to rush in there a little bit more now that they've got a full complement back there. You know, the front 4, they've got Tyree, Blackheart, Lone Wolf, and Baldev as that front 4 there. So they're going to have to find a way to get some pressure there on Snipe. They can't. As I speak.
Like you said, and it was sacked by the Broncos. By Lone Wolf, lost at 8, 3rd and 14. Nice ball there, Darian.
There you go. I got you, Broncos. I'm basically playing Madden right now. That was just a great penetration by the defense there. Snipe looked like he was going to come out of the stumble, but Lone Wolf was able to come up and clean up the tackle there for a 8-yard loss.
Snipe keep looking around the bunch formation on the left. He keep looking around, He got no pressure, only 2-man rush, 1 playing contain. He's still looking around, He's going to throw it deep, overthrown, incomplete. It's now 3rd down. Well, wait, I think it's 4th. Fourth and 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was really great coverage by the Broncos there. You know, they flooded the end zone there pretty well. They didn't give a clear lane for Snipe to pass to. He could have run, but I think they probably would have come up and stopped him. I don't think he would have been able to get into the end zone on that. So we'll see what they dial up here.
Bunch formation. They're all spread out in the end zone. You need a touchdown. Syke keep looking. Throw it cross field.
He's got...
Interception!
Oh!
Interception by Epic. Intercepted, tackled by Syke.
Epic travesty. That's kind of ironic.
But that got to save the Broncos, Darian. It gave the Broncos defense some credit of stepping up on that one there. And they needed that because they could be in a hole early for the Raiders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Syke was wide open to the point where he just kind of stopped and was waiting for the ball. And, you know, give credit to Epic over there who was able to hustle and get over there and put himself in a little bit better position to come down with that ball and save the Broncos from going down 2 scores.
Pistol, going to fake handoff, going to roll right. See if he gets some block, going for a short, incomplete, tender receiver look like to catch that Patera on the hash on the right.
Yeah, just not a very well thrown ball, but he was throwing into coverage, so I don't think he wanted to make it too easy or float it in there. But that was kind of a dangerous throw there, especially considering that, you know, it was throwing right into coverage.
Pistol formation again. They go pistol right, tight end close by of Epic. Look like Lone Wolf is having a hard time seeing his ball here. Play clock is going to go down to 10, 9, 8. There we go. Lone Wolf see the ball now. They're going to hike the ball here. Here we go. He's going to roll left. Pressure off his face. He's still rolling back.
Dropping way back.
Way back. Got some blocks. He got through it quickly. He throws it short, but incomplete. Tender receiver to Epic. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that was dangerous. I don't know if Baldev was looking to throw that out of bounds, but he had several Raiders right there in his face. Um, there's always that chance. When you throw a ball like that, you're always glad to see that it was batted down because there's always that chance that he could pick it off, and that was very nearly intercepted there. But luckily, they just came with a bat down there.
Standard shotgun formation. We don't see that often for the Broncos. He's going to keep rolling right. He's did a little dance in the middle.
Billy
Pressure
coming
on his
in.
face. But overthrown, but intercepted by Syke. Caught the dive, pick up 4 yards. Tackled by whoever the tender receiver is. And it's going to be turnover on downs. Well, pick off. Interception. There we go.
Interception. Yeah, pressure on Baldev there. Just overthrew that ball, and great hustle by Syke there to come up with it for the Raiders' turnover there. So let's see if they're able to capitalize this time on the drive.
Bunch formation on the right. We'll see what the Raiders will do here now offensively. They're going to roll right. He's got pressure in his face, but sacked behind by Baldev. Loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Broncos looking like they're able to get some pressure in there. That was a big sack there by Baldev there, pushing them back, possibly out of field goal range at this point, or very close to it.
Go keep rolling.
Baldev coming in.
Looking. He's still got a lot of pressure, but sacked by Blackheart. Loss of 6. Pressure all over the Raiders. The line not blocking really well, but I think it's also, you could say, the Broncos' full team of 9 players are making a difference now.
Yeah, absolutely. Those front 4 are much more comfortable rushing in now that they've got a full secondary back there, and it shows.
He's going to keep rolling, like sticking in the pocket. He's still going to roll out to the right. He's still looking. Someone open down the field. Can he throw it to? Yes, throw it cross field. Oh, incomplete. Tender receiver looked like to Ruby, overthrown. 4th and 20 now.
Yeah, just thrown over the head there. Ruby had a step. It was just a little bit too high to come down with.
Critical down here. Bunch formation on the right. We'll see what the Broncos will do here now. Snipe rolls out to the right. No pressure. Still got a lot of time. Only a 2-man rush. Not really a rush. Look like they're just containing him. Throw it cross field. Wide open.
Wide open.
But it's a first down. Caught by Diego. Tackled by Epic. Pick up 21. Who blew that coverage there? Wow.
Wow. Well, it looked like to me like the CB on that defensive right side there just didn't stay disciplined and came out of their zone, drifted a little bit over to the middle there, and Snipe able to capitalize on that crossfield pass.
Bringing the house again. Snipe is in trouble again. He's still looking for a cross middle. Batted down by Baldev.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the Broncos are, they're playing like they got something to earn here. They really want this win. Their secondary is stepping up. They're putting a lot of pressure on Snipe there. Despite that big gain for the first down there, the Broncos are really putting on a good defensive stand here.
Pressure up. He's going to commit himself to run. The first run of him for today. Pick up the first yard. Tackled by Colt. Pick up 11.
Yeah, and if you're the Raiders, that's exactly what you gotta do there. They've been able to get a lot of pressure on Snipe there because he's been hanging back, looking for the receivers to come open. He needs to run. He needs to make them respect the ability to run the ball on them.
Throw short, incomplete. Go ahead, sir.
Oh no. I was just gonna say, he's got to make the Broncos respect his ability to run. Make them think twice about rushing so many or rushing so aggressively. You got to throw that defensive rush off guard.
2nd and 10, and need a 1-yard line at the goal line for the first. Snipe going to roll out to the bunch formation and keep rolling out. He steps up, snoop back, keep going. He's going to keep going. Good containment on the ball dev right over. Stumble. Throw it short. It's caught. It's caught by the Raiders. Ruby, touchdown Raiders.
Wow, yeah, that was just a great heads-up play by Ruby to come back there and find that seam. Snipe very nearly sacked, but coming out of the stumble there, able to get the pass off and putting the Raiders up 2 scores.
Play is under review, but it looks good on my end. You see it good on your end, Darian?
Yeah, I don't I wasn't really looking to see how far into the end zone Ruby went. I guess they're going to look and see if maybe she came out of, he rather, went out of bounds and then came back in, but I don't think he did.
Extra point up and good. Raiders are up by 14. But the pressure of the Broncos and the 9 players on the Broncos are stepping up a little bit, but the Raiders got the lead. 2-touchdown lead. Throwing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think if you're the Broncos right now, they got off to a rocky start. They got punched in the nose there early with that 66-yard touchdown. They were playing short. I think right now they just need to take a collective sigh and just relax and play their game now. They've got everybody on the field there. They've got a full 9. They've got their QB situation straightened out. So right now they just need to settle down and play Broncos football and make a successful drive on this drive. They really need to put some points on the board if they're going to stay in this game.
100% kick it way back. Nice kick by the Raiders. Look like snipe again. Going to be a touchback at the 20.
So it looks like the Broncos are going to stay with Baldev at the QB spot.
Yep.
Running out of their pistol formation there. With Eric Slayton on the left side, you've got Cash and AJ over on the right side with Epic at the T spot, Tyree at the running back spot there.
He's going to fake handoff, going to roll out. He's looking around for it. One-on-one coverage deep, and it's intercepted by Diego. One-on-one coverage is that Diego said, I got that, bro. Watch my show.
Yeah, Diego just went after the ball, said, I've got a 100% chance of coming down with this 50-50 ball. So great job by Diego to get in position there and come down with the turnover there.
Bunch formation on the right. We'll see what Raiders will do here. Raiders got pressured. Keep rolling back. Keep going. Blackheart's got pressure. No spread. He's going to see someone open in the middle. Overthrown in the middle. Incomplete. Tender receiver. Looked like the Ruby on that one.
Yeah, had Rudy wide open there in the middle there, just a little bit too high on the pass. The Broncos are going to have to figure out how to get some coverage there in that middle. They're getting torn up right now.
They keep rolling right, keep looking. There's pressure all over him, but nice good blocking on the outside. He's still looking for someone deep middle again, but almost intercepted that time by the Bronco player.
Yeah, better coverage there on that play. Looks like Snipe tried to force it in there. Very lucky that it wasn't intercepted there, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 on the 46-yard line here.
We're just now entering the second quarter. Raiders are winning 14-0 if you just joined us. Bunch formation, ball to break free up middle, but nice comeback and nice blocks by the Raiders. Snap, keep rolling. See a lane. Can he go take it? But nope, it's a sack. Loss of 5. 4th and 15.
Baldev said, nope, not this time. And credit the Broncos secondary with the assist on that. They had some pretty good coverage back there in the middle there, causing Snipe to hang on to that ball and give Baldev time to make the play on that.
Bunch formation on the left, and here we go. Snipe going that side, going to keep rolling right. They're bringing 4. There's good pressure. There's still good pressure. Good containment on the Broncos. He throws it deep, short, and caught! Caught by Ruby again. Pick up 21 yards. There's 3-on-3, and the Raiders got it.
Rudy making a case for player of the game already early, coming down with some big catches. Broncos are going to have to tie his shoelaces together, fake a phone call from mama or something to distract him.
Pressure still in, but sack! Loss of 12 yards, tackled by Tyree.
Yeah, if you're the Raiders right now, you've got to figure out what to do with these outside linebackers. Tyree and Baldev have just been coming in just cleanly almost every play. And they're going to need to buy Snipe some time there if they expect him to be able to make some more accurate throws.
Yeah, that's like Ruby just comes in and helped the tight end and going to look like throw it deep, but incomplete. 3rd and 22. Yeah, Rudy looked like he helped in and helped the line right there on that particular play, the block ball div.
Yeah, and that might be what they have to do. You hate to lose a receiver, but there's ways around that. If it means that you can buy your quarterback a few extra seconds there to make a play.
He'd keep rolling out, looking. He's still looking around. He's keep looking. He's still looking. Go to the side. He got the edge. He go to throw it deep, one-on-one. Caught by Syke. Pick up 37 yards.
Yeah, that was just a great play to get inside the defender there by Syke there to come up with the ball. Came back over to the sideline, saw that Snipe was in trouble there, came up to help his quarterback, and paid off with that 37-yard reception there.
Yeah, nice little comeback there from Syke. Bunch formation on the right. Keep looking right. Keep looking. Keep going. Go back in the pocket. Good containment on the Broncos, but a nice sack by Tyree. Loss of 13 yards. 2nd and 23 now.
Again, those OLBs giving the Raiders front line there a lot of trouble there tonight. They're going to have to solve this puzzle there, before it really starts to cost them.
Down, set.
2nd and 23. Good pressure up front. Good containment. And Snipes going to say, I'm going to run it. He got a whole lot of room. Still got a lot of room. Nice block on the edge, but tackled by Epic. Pick up 14 yards. 3rd and 8 here.
And that's exactly what they need to do. Take advantage of those outside linebackers coming in wide, coming in aggressive, and just stick it to them with the run. Make them think twice about coming in that fast and that hard.
Going to roll out right. He's looking around. He's sticking there. He's getting no blocking right now. He's going to throw it short, but it's intercepted. It's intercepted by AJ Rich. Nice interception and play there. And Raiders just got to step it up here on defense, and the Broncos are next to the goal line.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver just couldn't make it back in time to make that play, and AJ was right there. Basically fell right into his hands. Good play by the Broncos secondary to be in position to come up with that. A little bit of trouble right now, though.
Going to fake. It's going to be a
that's going to be a safety.
Wow. Safety and a loss of 3, and the Raiders got some kind of points on that drive. It just wasn't offensive.
Yeah, well, it's always dangerous when you start off that close to your end zone. The Broncos were looking to maybe catch the Raiders off guard and with the run play there, but Cheese just wasn't having any of it. He was right there in position, stayed disciplined, and came down with the safety. So not only do the Raiders get 2 points, but they're going to get the ball back here, potentially go up 4 scores.
Oh, set.
Broncos going to kick it off here after the safety, and here we go. They're going to kick it off. It's going to be short. Caught by Snipe. Snipe has the ball. It's going to keep rolling. Got some blocks on the edge.
Got the outside.
Got the room.
Rumbling.
Tackle up by Eka. Pick up 21 yards.
Yeah, excellent return by Snipe to put them in Broncos territory at the 45. This game quite possibly could start to get out of hand here if the Broncos don't make another stop.
Formation on the left here now. We'll see if Snipe can do anything here, get some points.
Down.
Can finish the drive again. He's going to go out left. No blocking now. He's going for a short. Almost intercepted there. Look like a wide slant play on the right. A bunch formation left again. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, the Broncos continue to get good pressure in there and force some of these passes there on Snipe. The Raiders are gonna have to figure out something here.
He's going to roll out left. He got good containment. Ball came right behind. Loss of 7. 3rd and 17.
Yeah, Baldev with his 3rd sack of the night, I believe.
3rd, 4th, yep.
3rd sack, and he's been in Snipe's face almost all night there. He had a bat down earlier. They're gonna have to stop him. They're gonna have to slow him down.
Rudy with the nice block, help the edge. There's no rushing. He goes keep rolling out. He goes to Scott. Baldev coming.
Oh,
For across field is overthrown. 4th and 17 now.
very nearly sacked again. Got that pass off just in time.
Bunch formation on the right again. Let's see if they're going to block him or not.
Down.
Baldev, I
Set.
mean. It's not going to block him. Baldev's going to roll out. They're rolling out. Nice containment so far. Baldev right behind and turnover on downs. This got to be some. They got us capitalized on this fielding position, right, Darian?
Yeah, this is best field position of the night for the Broncos, I believe, and they've got to come away with some points here. I know it's still early, and the score is not, terrible. It's only 16-0, but when you're facing an offense like the Raiders, who are very dynamic and can put points on the boards fast, you cannot afford to fall that far behind points-wise on them. So this is going to be a very important drive for the Broncos here.
Quick note, if you want to help out the league, I am Ratson, want to be a ref. I am Tom Boxing, want to be a commentator or streamer. As Baldev keep rolling out, goes straight. He got a lot of room. As my camera angle goes all messed up. He's all up high. He's looking around, but sacked by area. Pick up loss of 10 on the play, right? Did I say her name right? If I said it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Aria.
Aria, excuse me. And it's going to be a loss right there as I keep pointing in. If you want to be a ref, I am Raz McAndrews. If you want to be a streamer, I am Combox or Tommy there. I am Massadar or any of the two. If you want to be a sponsor, I am Marlo. If you want to help out A League, I am your team owner or Cal Quan for any more information. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I just want to plug that in before I forget.
Oh no, absolutely. It's not just about the players on the field there. We wouldn't have a league if we didn't have, people stepping up and refereeing these games and streaming them so that we were able to reach a broader audience. So we definitely need a lot of help in those areas. And if you're a fan of Second Life football and want to see it continue, then by all means, please, we invite you to come and get some more information and possibly figure out where you fit in the UFL.
And a nice sack by Dredd. Loss of 10, and this is a critical down here. 3rd and let's just put it another
country mile. Yeah, it's 3rd and 26. Broncos definitely going the wrong way right now. They started off with great field position. They're pushed past midfield now, so they've got to come up with a big play here.
All them looking out, fake handoff. It's no blocks on the area. Now one block on the area. He's trying to step up. Cheese is all over him. He's
got a receiver
left.
deep if he sees it.
Throw it deep, and it's power short. 4 for 26. He has to bunch it up or something. 2 minutes till the 13 seconds till the 2-minute warning. They need points here, and now. If I was them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're out of field goal range, so they're going to have to, they can punt it, but then you're putting the ball back in the Raiders' hands there with a lot of time left on the board. Looks like they are going to punt, so they're trusting their secondary and their defense there to make a stop here. Not a bad call. I just think momentum-wise going into halftime. I think you go for it.
He's going to keep rolling past the 20. No, he's actually staying on the 20. Broncos all around, but nice move, but stumbled and tackled by Baldev. Yeah, I agree. I say Brett the bunch formation, chuck it up. I mean, just take a shot if I was them. But
yeah. I mean, you throw it deep, and if they come down for the interception, it's basically the same as a net punt there. So. But the Broncos on defense have been pretty solid here, as of late. So we'll see if the decision pays off here.
Nice block, nice help by the Raiders on I don't know who blocked ball. If we go to throw it deep, it is intercepted. It's intercepted.
There it is. Eric just coming in last second and stealing that ball. And the Broncos defense stepping up. I guess that's exactly what they wanted, and they got it. The Broncos starting right about where they punted from, so it's almost like a do-over play before the Broncos.
Now we're into the 2-minute warning here now. Baldev rolled out, keep looking around. He got hole. He's not going to commit. He's not committing to run. There was open receiver. It's going to keep rolling, throws it deep. No one's there.
Nobody
except
but
for
Raiders there. Oh!
Just short. That almost intercepted. Baldev is lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, there was nobody there but Raiders, and Diego actually was the one who had the best play on the ball. If they had a layout button in the system there, he might have been able to lay out and come up with that interception. It was that close.
Or do a Beckham one-hand that thing.
Right.
Baldev roll out left, roll light, nice containment, nice block on the edge. Baldev keep rolling out for see someone short, caught.
Get out of bounds.
Kyrie. But they still have timeouts, I do believe, but they're not going to call any. They did not step out of bounds like Darian said. They're going to keep it a standard shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers inside.
What do I know?
Baldev keep rolling out. Aria out there, but Billy Dangles lost of 17 yards. It's a tackle. Now they call a timeout.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
2nd and long here now with 1:08 left in this half. Can the Raiders get an interception and stop the Broncos offensive party, or the Broncos going to score a touchdown?
Raiders are ready.
We'll wait. We'll see in a minute here. 2 wide receivers each side, running back in the backfield. Standard shotgun formation of the normal 3 linebacker set of the Raiders. Baldev roll out, roll left. Nice block there. He's got room. He's on the side. He's
Got a
still
receiver
looking.
on the comeback. Oh!
He stepped out of bounds, but no, he did not step out. Tackle by AJ. He looked like he stepped out, but he didn't.
I thought the same thing. It was really close.
I'm at home team.
Close.
It's only 51 seconds here and on a 3rd down here. What would you do here?
Well, it's 3rd and 7. I would try to, you're kind of at the cusp of field goal range, maybe a little bit outside of it, depending on your kicker. I wouldn't try anything fancy. Just try to get a few more yards up, maybe go for that first, get out of bounds. At least put yourself in position to where if you need to, you can go for the 3 and head back to the locker room with some points on the board.
Broncos ready.
But the last thing the Broncos want to do right now is take a risky play and end up, with a turnover here before they go in the half.
Baldev looks out. He's going to keep rolling. Jailbreak up front, throw the deep 1-on-1 coverage, and it is intercepted by Rudy. Tackled by Castellano.
Yeah, that's exactly what you didn't want to do. Just throwing it up in the middle there. I had a receiver in the area, but you had 2 defenders there, and it just wasn't good odds there.
Totally agree. On the bunch formation on the left, I totally agree. I don't know why they didn't go for it, but they're going to trust their defense again here now. Snipe is wide open on side. Someone open deep
receiver
sideline.
Right down. Oh my goodness.
Deep wide open. Caught by Psych. Pick up 30. Are they going to call timeout here? No timeout yet. Been called. No timeout yet. They're going to go for it. They might catch them off guard.
That was a great route by Sight coming across field there. The safety was out of their zone, picking up somebody coming across the middle from the left. Left that area wide open for Snipe to get the ball to him.
Snipe rolls out, caught by Kazi. Pick up 26 yards. 5 seconds left. 3. Visitor timeout. They just called it, and they're going to go for it on a touchdown here. They're going for the touchdown.
All right, we're ready.
Why not? Your receivers have been stepping up so far this drive, so.
Yeah, take a shot. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Down, set.
It's going to roll out left. He's going to keep looking. 3 receivers downfield. See someone open crossfield.
Wide open.
Caught by Psych. And touchdown Raiders. The Broncos got to be shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah, just big pass plays given up there. It looks like the Raiders are seeing something in their secondary. They're looking at the safety on that side of the field just keeps pulling a little bit too far over to the middle there, coming out of their zone. And Psych with his slam dunk TD celebration there. But yeah, the Broncos are going to have to figure out, they're going to have to
Set.
be a little bit more disciplined back there in the secondary and not bite on those routes so much.
The extra point good. It's halftime. Raiders 23, the Broncos 0. We're going to come up next with the cheerleaders here.
Before that, we have some sponsors to tell everybody about before we go to our halftime show. We always want to show love and get word out of all of our great sponsors there who really do make a difference here in the league. I want to start off telling everybody about Blueberry. Blueberry is an original clothing store for women made by a woman with a passion for art. Blueberry is very, very popular here in the league. She's a tremendous sponsor, a tremendous clothes maker. So we definitely want to show her love and support Blueberry there. We also want to tell you about Simply Epic. Simply Epic is your one-stop shop for all your sports fan gear. Be it football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, we have your team. Jerseys, hoodies, gotcha, and more. Don't see your favorite player or college team? Contact Eric Nabalo or Nakari Tolson, and they will get you hooked up in Simply Epic fashion. That is Simply Epic. We also want to tell you about the It Girls and Fellas. It Girls and Fellas, need to surprise your friend with a Res Day gift? Need something extra to make your proposal extra special? Or are you opening your own club or mall? Maybe you just want to entertain and have some fun. If so, then why not hire the It's Girls and Fellas, a professional dance troupe that always has fresh ideas for that perfect moment and regular off-Broadway shows at our beautiful theater in Second Life. Contact Winsong Charming or Carabella Valise for details. That is the It Girls and Fellas. Also want to tell you about Glamorous. Glamorous was first established in December of 2013 and had its relaunch in April of 2014. They bring poses for couples, adult, friends, kids, families, singles, gotchas, props, and much more. That is Glamorous. Also, we want to tell you about Rain. Shoes, shoes, shoes. Rain is the go-to store for a woman with many styles. We have a variety of shoes and accessories to fit any occasion. We strive to make sure that everyone can find something that suits them. That is Rain. We also want to tell you about Be Fly Tattoos. Be Fly Tattoos has been creating in Second Life for over 5 years and is well known for their quality of work and customer service. With over 200 tattoos in store for both men and women and custom tattoos made to order, you are sure to find a design that suits your style. All of their tattoos come with the latest appliers for mesh bodies for both men and women, come in 2 tones, and have a vast range from the very delicate to the over-the-top full-body designs. From abstract to oriental, from old school to new school, or custom made, B-Fly Tattoos has you inked. And finally, before we get to our halftime show, I'd like to tell you about Fameshed. Fameshed is a monthly event that opens on the first of each month. Each month, we provide top quality original mesh designers to help fill your needs for fashion and home garden designers. We aim to provide the best of the best for the shoppers of Second Life. That is Fameshed. So please, take time to support our sponsors. They really do a lot for our league and make these games possible for all of us to enjoy. So let's show them some love.
Yes, so first up would be the Broncos Wild Things and the Raiders Dolls, I do believe. Yes, the
You
Raiders
are correct.
Dolls. So, see you after halftime, folks. The Bronco Wild Things, excuse me. Thank you, cheerleaders, and welcome back to a well. You gotta say a little crazy game here, Durgan. A lot back and forth action defensively and offensively on both teams. Let's get your input.
Um, yeah, I don't think the score really does justice to the Broncos the way that they've been playing on defense. You know, give the Raiders a lot of credit. They made some really great plays. They earned every one of those points. Um, I think the Broncos defense has really kept it from being a much wider margin. Even though the score is 23 to 0 right now, I think the Broncos have really uh, given themselves a chance to try and get themselves back in this game. It could very easily be a 4 or 5, maybe 6 score lead by now, but the Broncos were able to kind of make some critical stops there and slow down the attack of the Panthers. So, we'll see what they're able to do in the
Raiders.
second half. What did I say?
You said Panthers.
Did I do it again? I'm sorry. The
I
Raiders.
had to help you out.
But we'll see what the Broncos are able to do as far as adjustments on offense. We may see a QB switch, seeing Cash step in there behind center. We'll see what they come up with. On the other side of the ball, the Raiders. I mean, you got to be happy with your performance right now. Rudy, Syke, Snipe have been really, really successful here on offense. We saw Kazi with a big catch there. So, I mean, if you're the Raiders, you got to be happy with your performance right now. I don't know of too many adjustments I would make other than, they've got to find a way to slow down that defensive rush by the Broncos. They have to buy Snipe more time. Otherwise, the defense is going to make a play and keep the Broncos in it.
Yeah, totally agreed. Raiders are making plays on offensively. Broncos are just offensively, they're just not moving the ball. I mean, they're moving the ball. It's just they're not getting the catches down the field because the secondary of the Raiders are doing a heck of a job. Mostly Diego making some great catches on the secondary on one-on-one coverage, and he making plays on defensively. Offensively, we gotta say Rudy, Syke, just the wide receiver core. The Raiders are stepping up big time for the rookie quarterback. You could say for Snipe.
Yeah. And I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised. The Broncos, from my experience playing them, over a few seasons now, it looks like they've been a little bit more aggressive, taking a little bit more risks when they don't really need to. Like on that 3rd and 7, right before that last interception, before the half, that was really not a play that you needed to make. You were in field goal range. You only needed 7 yards for the first. You could have gotten the ball out of bounds and stopped the clock. But they went for that big risk there, and it didn't pay off from that time. So hopefully, they'll make some adjustments, make some different play calling, and hopefully get back into this game and make it competitive.
Yeah, and that's what the story of the Broncos season so far. Just unnecessary risk and just bad times of being inconsistent of getting the offense going and just basically in the secondary. The secondary is the big problem for the Broncos, and they're stepping up a little bit as Baldev going to the bunch pistol formation here now.
Damn.
Yeah, we see a little bit of a personnel change. We see Cash in there at that TE spot, with Epic going out there to the tight end on the right side.
Baldev going to keep looking around. 2 linebackers out. He throws it deep out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. No one blocked outside linebackers on that time, Darian. Strategy or just miscommunication?
I don't know. If it was strategic, I might want to fire my play caller there because you don't want those guys. You don't want Billy and Arya coming in your face all day. Right now, the Broncos have to buy Baldev time to get into a rhythm. Their offense has to find some kind of stride to hit so that they can move the ball successfully. They don't need to move it in big leaps and bounds. They just need to move it forward. So that's what they need to work on. And I don't see you doing that, letting OLBs get in your face like we see right here.
Ball dev keep rolling out right near the side. Did not run out.
Got a
Deep, ball
receiver.
deep. Caught.
Nice.
Caught by AJ. AJ made a stunning drive over two. Well, actually, there were over two secondary plays on the Raiders there. Right there, and I didn't really see it.
I tell you what, if that pass had been placed any less perfectly, it would have been an interception there. Ball dev just skirting that sideline, throwing it to just the perfect spot there for AJ to be the only receiver there, only player there rather to make a play on that.
Damn.
So great play by the Broncos. They had to move the ball past midfield.
Fake handoff, pistol formation going for a short, but ooh, that one was intercepted. Center receiver with the cash on that one.
Yeah, just a little bit dangerous throw there. I don't think Baldev really kind of had a clear view of where all the defenders were, it appeared like. And, if some of those defenders there would have made a half step faster, we'd be looking at another interception.
Pistol formation,
Damn.
yeah, again, tight end close by on the left side this time. Here we go. They're going to be a fake handoff. Look like a design run. Nice outside
He's got some
run.
room. Makes
Nice
a cut.
pump back, but tackled by Dredd. Pick up 5. Lisa, I'm sorry. Fine. Fine.
God, is that you?
Is that you guys? That's we listen to.
That's our eye in the sky there, Durgan with the commentary there. But on that last play there, good run by Baldev, picking up 5 yards, keeping the ball moving forward. If he'd have tightened up that cut a little bit sooner there, he might have had some big yards there because he did have a hole. But great run by the
Intercepted.
Oh!
Intercepted by Snipe. 2 Broncos was right beside him. He could be going all the way, but tackled by Baldev there. There was two wide receivers on the Broncos right beside Snipe, and Baldev threw right in the middle to Sight on that one.
Yeah, just an unfortunate pass there by Baldev there, and just right, like you said, right between 2 receivers there, right into the hands of Snipe, who runs it back to the 49-yard line. So not what you wanted for the Broncos on this half there.
Quick pass to Kazi up the middle, pick up 11 yards on that play. Bunch formation on the right now. 2 linebackers on each side. Standard formation, 3 linebackers with a bunch formation on the right now.
Down. Set.
We'll see what the Baldev will do here. Snipe will do here now. Up the gut. Nope. Cut back
Pressure's
out.
on.
But tackle behind
There
by
it is.
Tyree. Lost of 3 on the play there, Darian.
Yeah, and again, we see the Broncos defense really able to get past that front line there and put pressure on Snipe, forcing him out of the pocket, and Tyree able to clean up the play there with the sack for 3-yard loss.
Down. Set. Hike.
Bunch formation on the right. We'll see what happens here. Snipe going to roll out right. 2-man pressure here. He's going to keep rolling. Good containment going on. Keep going. Nice containment. Good coverage. He's going to roll out. There's so much space. He's not going to throw. He's going to throw it up.
Oh!
It's caught by Sight. Quatadai pick up 31 yards. That's almost intercepted, but so much room.
It looked like it was going to be picked off there, and Sight just coming in right at the last moment, coming around to come up with the big grab there. Great play, just great heads-up play by Sight there to come down with that pass.
Great containment, and bam!
Oh!
There goes the Broncos defense, and there's Tyree, loss of 10.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. That just seems to be the pattern. I'm stuck in my head. It just seems like after every big play, we end up with a big sack there, and again, Tyree able to come in there on that OLB spot, hit him for the 10-yard loss.
Set.
Snipe's going to roll out right. He's going to keep going right. Nice containment. Nice block. Nope, no blocking. He's still going. Snipe. See someone open in the corner, but overthrows him. He almost looked like he threw the horns on that side. My horns were just steppy, really good.
Yeah, Horn's the intended receiver on that play. Actually, I think it was Diego there that was in the corner. It was wide open, just thrown a little bit too high and sails out of bounds there.
Down, set, high.
He's gonna keep rolling right. He's looking and looking around. He's keep looking around. He's still looking on the right. He throws it middle.
Oh.
It is caught. It's caught by
Rudy again.
and that's a nice touchdown grab. You gotta say right now, Rudy, the player of the game right now, but this might be called back.
I think what happened was there's a known glitch right now where if you catch the ball in the end zone and get tackled there, it says touchdown but doesn't register it. So I think they're just making those adjustments here.
Supposed to be 29, but now it's at 35 right now.
Uh-oh.
So they gotta
So,
work on that a little bit because
yeah, I
they
think-
scored it twice.
Yeah, maybe it did register, and then they awarded the touchdown, then thinking that it wasn't going to register, so now it 35.
Down, set.
Kick is up and good.
There we go.
30-0 right now of the Raiders. Broncos offense is just non-existent. Let's just be safe. They're just non-existent right now. I mean, they're catching big plays, getting big plays of like AJ and that run, but just offensively, it's just not getting done here.
Yeah, the Raiders doing a really good job at keeping the Broncos from establishing a rhythm on offense. Forcing Baldev to scramble a lot, make those big desperation passes, which have paid off a couple of times, but you know as well as I do, you can only get away with those so many times before you end up getting burned, and that's what's been happening consistently. So the Broncos right now, if they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to find that rhythm. They're going to have to find a way to be conservative and still move the ball and put some points on the board.
Baldev will have the ball here, bringing it out. Going side, see a hole, going to take a hole, got
Oh!
away! Pick up 27 yards, tackle by Drade. At the 25-yard lines. Time for a quarterback change, or stick with Baldev?
Man, I don't know. I think right now, I think sticking with Baldev might be the best decision because, Baldev and Cash have such contrasting styles of QB, so it would almost be like starting over by putting Cash back there. But, there's something to be said. Oh, nice.
Tight by Cash. I was speaking both of them. He
look at him go!
He keeps going. Got tackled by his own man. He just got ejected by his own man.
Oh boy, somebody's gonna be running some laps.
Oh my god! Oh, you want to hear about this? Cash is not wearing his Broncos player tag.
And that, ladies and
Play
gentlemen,
of the
pretty
week.
much
Play of the week, right there. Play of the week. Someone did not check his tag.
Oh boy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much sums up the game for the Broncos up to this point.
Okay, re-register your players.
Anything that can go wrong will and has.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay.
No funny games. I'm going to be dead honest here. Captain Patel been in SO football for 5 or 4 years. He's been here for a long time. How the heck did he not know he had his foot tag?
Oh boy.
ESPN, not top 10 right there. Someone give me a hashtag and nominee and post it on YouTube or something.
I wonder how much crap he's catching in TeamSpeak right now for that.
I bet everybody's pissed off because he had a bunch of yards and room for a touchdown. Wow.
I will say in Cash's defense, he is one of those players that came in really late, like right when right during that first change of possession. So if there is a defense, we'll stick with that. But that was just costly.
The ball is going to be hand up the middle, bunch of yards,
hole.
pick up 7 yards. Cash blocks someone that time with the right tag. Take another shot at him.
And we're all entitled to one. I'm not gonna laugh because watch, it'll happen to me next game.
I know.
Just because I laughed.
Feeling. It's just one of those things. It's like wow.
Damn.
Standard shotgun wide receiver east side. He's looking all around. Ball depth. See someone
Baldev dropping
two in
that
the
really
middle.
deep. Oh, bad
Throw
throw.
short,
Yeah.
intercepted by Crazy Quicksand.
Jeez.
And
Dr.
tackle by
Queso Eames.
pick up 19 yards. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Cheese is actually a defensive end. To
Defensive
come up with
lineman,
that, yeah.
yep.
To come up with that interception, you know that ball was just not placed very well.
It looked like Cheese went out the covers that time, and
Yeah, he dropped back about 5 yards there, and you know there was a receiver in the area, but it was just way too low.
Down. Set. Hike.
he's going to roll out right. He's looking around. He's going to step up for a short, but behind Kazi, incomplete. 2nd and 10. I just can't get over Cash. It's just that tag, dude. I just can't get over it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's. Sorry, Cash. I know that was rough, man. I know you probably kicking yourself over that, but you know, just laugh it off, man. It happens. This Second Life.
Keep going right. He's going to keep rolling. He's going to keep going. Nice contain right in the Broncos. Going for a short. It is caught by Arya. It's still going. Tackled by Cash. Pick up 25 yards.
Yeah, that was just a great throw by Snipe there. Put it right on the money to hit Arya. Coverage was good. Coverage was there. It was just a great pass by Snipe there to hit her for the big 25-yard pickup.
Bunch formation on the left. Snipe rolling out right. He's going right again. He's keep going. He's looking around. Good pressure. Going for a short, but caught. Caught by Rudy. Pick up 12 yards. And just by my observation, if the Broncos are not rushing 4, they're not getting they're letting up some kind of big play. That's just my observation right now.
Down.
Yeah,
Set.
and my question is, if you're not going to rush 4, your middle shouldn't be that open.
Yeah. Agreed, and they're going to keep rolling. Baldev right over him. He's still going, and sacked by Baldev. Loss of 9, 2nd and 16. Just like that. They brought 4, and they make plays. It just seems like, to my eyes, when they rush 2 people in, basically that just tells you that it's a coverage, and no one's. It's just, to me, it's just rush 4. Just keep rushing 4 because it's working for you.
Down.
Yeah, and I think the Broncos they're feeling the sting of some of those big passes that they've given up, but I think you're exactly right. I think they're much more successful.
Caught by Rudy. It looks like Rudy again. Yep. Player of the game, Rudy, with 3-17. Yeah. I guess. I think
somebody from the Broncos side should have Happy Gilmore Rudy there and hit him with the cart there.
Or hit him with the
Volkswagen. Yeah.
Line up for the extra point here now. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and this game is getting out of hand. It's out of hand now. It's 35-0. Broncos are still on a losing streak if they lose this game tonight, but
is the ball
gotta get pressure for the Rudy and the secondary of the Raiders. Step it up big for Snipe today.
Yep.
Down. Set.
Yeah, so with 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter, the Raiders moving up to a very comfortable lead of 37 to the Broncos 0. The Broncos at this point, if there was ever anything that you wanted to try but you were too afraid to try it, why not now?
I agree. They need some kind of points on the board in a hurry if they want to get a game back in the game. Go ahead, sir.
Absolutely. No, I was just going to say, time to run that annexation of Puerto Rico play.
Down. Set.
It's somewhere in the playbook. And the ball's going to kick up deep, and it's going to be bounce over a player, and it'll be a touchback. Quick shout out if you want to be a ref, I am Raz McAndrews. If you want to be a commentator or streamer, I am Matt Asadar or Tom Box. If you want to sponsor in this league or help out, I am Marlo. If you want to be a photographer like Juan is doing here today or someone else on the sidelines doing, I am Duchess.
And shout out to the referees today. I don't think we've mentioned them too a lot. We got Andrew Christensen, Damon, Raz is out there floating around, and of course we've got Horns Omega out there. So thank you to them for stepping up and really making these games possible. Without referees, this game wouldn't be able to be played. You can have all the players and commentators and photographers in the world, but without referees, you can't have a game. So, thank you to them. Thank you for that, core.
Same. Shout out to them and the refs and everybody that make this happen today. Thank you. That almost looked like an interception there. Lucky that did not get picked off. No receiver even that area. So bunch formation on the right. He's looking right, going to the bunch for the second time here today after the other play. See someone open deep, but sackle for loss by Cheesy Quicksand. Cheesy sauce on that.
Yeah, just great heads up play by Cheese there to cut ball dev off. Looked like he was about to go into that throw animation, but of course with the update to the ball, you can get tackled in that formation and that animation. So Cheese able to come down with a big sack on that one. Good job.
1st and 10 here. Third and long here. Ball is going to bunch formation on the right. He's going to roll out. Might throw it. He is going to sack for loss by Dread. Loss of 3. 4th and 10 here. 20 here. You have to bunch it up and throw it up. You can't play around here.
Yeah, I mean at this point, I almost expect the Broncos to punt. Yeah, there's the punt formation.
I don't agree with it once. I don't agree
well,
with it.
At this point, I mean, you could throw it up, but you really haven't been that successful. Don't want to give up too much of an easy score.
Oh,
great
mistake.
Punt though.
Yeah, mistake on one of the Raiders. It looked like Diego go all the way back. It's going at the 1. Diego's going to take it out. Going to bring it up. He's still got room. Pick up 14 yards. There's only 8 seconds left. Look like it's going to start the 4th quarter in a minute here now. With only at the 9-yard line with the Raiders going to start possession. Let's see what the Raiders can do now. Pile up the score or just try something new here, Darian, here, when they know how they can maintain the lead.
Set.
Well, at the
Quick screen again. It looked like trying to hit Kazi on that slant in, excuse me.
If you're the Raiders, you just keep doing what you're doing. You've been very successful in your passing game. There's no reason to not try to put on points. Points can, when we talk about playoffs down the line, points can make a difference.
101 coverage down the sideline. It's caught by Diego. Diego pick up 36 yards.
Yeah, and again, Cash was right there. The coverage was good. Just Diego just able to dance around there and get in front of Cash there to come down with that catch.
He's going to keep rolling out left. He's looking around. He's going to keep looking. He sees no one open. He's getting pressure, but ball dev right there. Loss of 9. He is the sack king of the day right now.
Ball dev with his 23rd sack of the game. What is that? His 6th?
Just a lot of them. Almost like
yeah.
My bad.
Down. Set.
He's going to keep rolling right. Baldev's going to keep looking out. He's keep going. Snipe throws it cross field. And it's caught by Diego.
Oh.
Diego is going
he
to have
can
the
go all the way.
And touchdown. And someone in the background said fumble. And touchdown.
Yeah, that would be Darian Jr. just yelling out random words.
Touchdown. Hit it. Extra points lined up for good. There's only 8:17 left in this game.
Yeah, and
all Raiders.
That was unfortunate. Again, that's a situation where the coverage was there. The safety just kind of bit in a little bit too soon, came up too close, and the ball went right over their head and ran into Diego's hands there.
Break on the Broncos. It just not been their day.
Yeah,
gently.
And you see that happen a lot. It's I mean, it has its pros and cons. If you got to play on the ball, you certainly want to make it. But, at the end of the day, if you're a safety, your job is to not let anybody behind you. So you have to kind of weigh that with
Down, set.
going for that interception and possibly missing, because if you miss, there's nobody behind you to pick up that ball carrier. So just an unfortunate cut by the safety there.
Going ball out, pick up 24-yard. I agree. Just it looked like a rookie mistake too. Trying to attack the ball, just can't go over super attacking the ball if you're going to be over like that. But like you said, it's a game thing. You learn,
Yeah, well, I mean, and also at this point, you're down so much, you're just trying to make something happen. So I don't know that you can fault the defender on that for trying to make a play. It was just unfortunate.
Agreed. Ball dip roll out left back of the formation, going to throw it crossfield, and it's going to be out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Going to slowly work the ball here. Oh, no, actually, not going to throw it. They're going to throw it. Just like I said, just unfortunate plays. Cass and Paterno not had a tag on. Just tack his own man. Just defensively, they get the sack. Just the secondary not let up big plays like that. It's just overall, just not been a Bronco type of day. Just nothing was clicking right from the start of the game. Just none of the players were here early or anything like that was short. It looked like it's going to be a run. It is. Picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, another body check.
They just hung up, what, again? They just hung up their own guy? Wow. 3rd and 7 here now. Pistol formation. Let's see what Baldiv will do here now.
Down.
He's going to keep rolling left, roll out. Bringing pressure, going to be short, but intercepted by snap. He's going to look like take it all the way, but tackle behind, picked up 12 yards on that interception. We'll see what the Raiders do. You gotta give the Raiders credit here today. The wide receiver core stepped up. Mostly Rudy. I think we're all going to agree. Player of the game.
Down,
Made some
set.
great catches here today. And a bunch of formation on the right. He's going to keep rolling. Steps up. Going to keep rolling. Nice block on the edge. He's still going to roll. Going to throw it middle. Short. Incomplete.
Yeah, and give credit to Snipe making his first start as the Raiders starting QB there, really stepping up, making some good plays. His receivers really doing a good job of helping him out and making some big plays there. So, for the Raiders, it doesn't look like they've really missed a step since losing Jazzy today. We've seen some unfortunate passes by Snipe, but overall, he's really stepped up and led this team, and that's reflected in the score today.
Yeah, I think it's an overall team performance today for the Raiders, and also Snipe just not missed the beat. He stepped up when he had to. As only 2-man rush, bunch formation on the right was the play. He's sticking right. He's looking around, still going. He's going back to the hash line. He's looking for that perfect pass, well covered for the Broncos. It looked like he might be clearing to run. He is going to run, pick up the first down, and a little bit more. Tackled by Baldiv.
Yep, and just a good decision by Snipe there. The Broncos secondary was really good on their coverage on that one, so he just stepped up and ran it and picked up the first there.
Formation on the left this time.
Set.
He's going to go to the left. He's looking around. Sees a hole, sees a lane. Only 3-man rush, it looks like, is happening now. Good blocking. It's going to be middle. Caught by Kazi. Touchdown. 50, about to make it 51-0 here.
There we go. Kazi getting her points in for the game. Just a great play. You had a lot of Raiders players flooding the middle there, and Kazi just stepped up and fought for that ball and came down with it for the score.
We're on lineup predictable here with 5:50 seconds left in this game.
Down set.
Line up for the extra point is good. If someone's assigning me. Broncos got some work to do with 51 seconds. Well, this game is basically over right now. Raiders basically had the win, but if the Broncos right now, they gotta get some kind of positive momentum because the last 3 weeks I've been commentating their games, weirdly enough, and just they had 2 comeback games where the other team just come back in the second half and just took the win from them, and just it's just right now just a bad start of the season for them. I think this is like week 6, week 5 or something like that, Darian. I don't remember the weeks by heart, but
What's it again? I'm sorry.
what week is this? Is it like week 6?
Week 5.
Week 5.
It's week 5, yeah.
So I mean, it's still
Down
early,
set.
but they need to get some of these wins quick if they want to win this to help get in the playoffs. AJ gonna bring it out. He's gonna keep looking around. He's gonna go backwards. He did not go backwards. Pick up 19 yards.
Yeah, so, if you're the Broncos at this point, now, you've got the opportunity in a game scenario to try some different things, maybe shift some personnel around, try to see, to show some different looks and see what you can build on going into next week. The game at this point, is very clearly out of hand. But that's not to say that you can't walk away from this with something. So try some different things, try some people on the line, try some different formations. Try to find something that you can build on and hopefully utilize in your upcoming games.
Fake handoff. Everybody's going right. Baldiv has a lot of space. He's going to chuck it up deep. And it is intercepted by Diego. Go, Diego, go. If you listen to Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, and that's Diego's 4th interception
Yeah.
of the night. I know. Well, I think if we had stats,
Down
it
set.
probably would be a little bit harder to choose a player of the game, I think, because, a lot of these players on the Raiders team have been making some big plays.
Oh, caught to his own guy. Caught by his own lineman of Dre. It's going to be a flag on the play, and it's going to be lost in yards.
Yeah.
So penalty is going to be a loss of 5 yards if the Broncos accept it here with 5 minutes left in this game. Raiders look like going to take the win and going to add to their winning totals here today. Bunch formation. Broncos just, like I said, started off the game short, came back. Look like they might be coming back, but I think you could say, Darian,
Ref.
the
That's to
safety
repeat the first
that
down?
the Raiders got
Are you sure?
changed the momentum
Like
of this
challenge?
game. The safety.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you had to pick one point in the game that kind of determined the rest of the pace, that would probably be it.
Yes,
The Broncos came down with that big interception there to stop the Raiders. Unfortunately, it was on their 4-yard line, and then the very next play they get hit with a safety. So, so I mean, if there was one point in the game that really
Yeah,
kind of
I'd like to
served
challenge.
to
That's got to be some sort of loss. Of
halt the
balance on
momentum
that
of the
play.
Broncos. Yeah, I saw the flag on the play. I was about to say I don't know what exactly is being challenged. Any insight on that, Durgan?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Pasta and I are pretty much talking to our imaginary friend Durgan there. There is a challenge flag on the field, and word is that they're challenging whether or not the resulting penalty is a loss of down. So, referee is going to be providing some clarification on that before we get started back up again.
Yeah, and also just a quick shout out if you wanna. I know the
Ruling on a field
Mustangs are
stand
doing
as soon
a
as they
quick,
repeat first down.
It's not.
Broncos
Hey,
will
gosh,
lose
it's
the
not a loss of a down. It's only a 5-yard penalty.
look like the ruling will stand to be a first,
Then can we decline it?
second down. First down, right?
No.
So it's going to stay on first down here now. And also a quick shout out. Mustang
Yes, you can
team are
decline
doing
it.
a charity
decline it.
auction.
Okay. They decline
Someone
it.
on my teammate actually pointed out, tell me that go with help and donate your favorite people if you know any. And I think I'm in this, and also Darren, are you in this Mustang charity event as well? For the auction?
No, I'm not. I figured if I entered it, I'd probably end up having to pay for myself just to save the embarrassment.
Wow.
But I will be donating. Absolutely. I think it's a great great charity. March of Dimes is one of those charities that has a special place in my heart. So it's definitely worthwhile.
Nice comeback by Syke, and going to pick up 31 yards, tackled by Robbie Earnshaw. Yeah, donate. I know I missed a bunch of other people in it, but donate, support the love, support the charity, support everybody, help the community out, helping one another, and all that stuff. As he's going to roll out right, he's looking around, one-on-one coverage all down the field, but tackle for a loss by Baldev, loss of 4, 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Baldev having a fantastic day on defense out there. Just coming down with, we've lost track, 6th or 7th sack of the game.
Down. Set.
Just beast mode out there.
He's going to keep rolling it out. He is going left this time. He's for a crossfield, but incomplete. A little too short to Kazi, excuse me. 3rd and 10 here. If you want to be a ref or commentator, I am ref. You provide McAndrews. If you want to be a commentator or streamer, I am Matt Astor or Tom Box. If you want to be a sponsor, I am Marlo Edit Flower. If you want to be a photographer, I am. It is a nice loss by Baldev. Big loss on the play. If you also want to be a photographer, I am Duchess. Or you want to help the league or any kind of help OE, I am Cacao Kwan or your owners or anything like that. People around you will help out the league. I don't know all the names and everything like that, but it also is on Facebook. Help it out. That sniper going to roll right. Keep looking around, looking. I need air. You keep looking around. You keep looking for a crossfield. Caught by Diego. Turnover on down. Tackled by Epic. First turnover, I guess you could say, on downs here on the Raiders. Second and 5th. Well, first down here for the Broncos. Pistol formation. Shout out to the cheerleaders, the Wild Things, and the Raider Dolls for performing here today as I lost my place. The pistol formation for the Broncos. He is not hiked the ball yet. I'm still looking on there. He's going to fake handoff, going to go up, it's going to go left. He's looking around at a high angle of my screen. He keep looking, but stepped out of bounds, lost of 6 yards.
It was bound to happen sooner or later. Baldev has been flirting with that sideline pretty much all game.
Yeah, man.
That time the sideline jumping out. Making a play on that one.
Yeah, he was just stepping closer on that sideline like y'all said, and just the luck had just ran out for the Broncos. Tight pistol formation. Here now 2-3 linebackers set. He's going to roll out right. He's going to keep looking right. Wide receiver straight down the field. One-on-one coverage. He got someone wide open.
Nice.
Caught by Casa Pertero. And what a play by the Broncos, but a little late than never here, Darian.
Cash looking for a little redemption after the whole hashtag game tag gate.
Yes. I want to know.
Just a great play by Cash. He had a couple steps on the defender. Had to step up a little bit to come down with the catch. Otherwise, that would have been 6 for the Broncos there.
Is the ball in play?
Agreed. Second down here. We'll see what Baldev will do here now.
No. Yeah, the ball's in play.
Down.
Close by here in the 2-minute warning. Ball does roll out right. No one blocked Billy on the side. Ball does pressure. Going to chuck it up upper side. 1-on-1.
Oh!
Intercepted by Rudy. And Rudy just showing us why he should be player of the game. Making his case. I'm up to grab with Diego and Rudy here today.
Yeah, and I tell you what, there was a Broncos receiver that had a play on the ball, but they cut the opposite way, and just left Rudy there uncontested to come down with that interception.
It was a run play, pick up 1 yard. He did cross the line. Pick up 1 yard, tackle behind by ball dev.
Down. Set.
Clutch formation on the right. Snap going to roll out right. Nice block. He is not going to run. He's still hovering over the line. He's wide open deep. Throw it cross field. Caught incomplete by Kazi, it looks like. 3rd and 9 here.
Yeah, it just fell right at the feet of Kazi there. She made a good break for the ball, just wasn't able to come down with it. Bringing up 3rd and 9. So we'll see what the Raiders dial up here to keep the ball moving.
Down. Set.
Lyman was not on his ball.
Ball came right in. It's not going to
Okay.
pick up the first there on the run.
Yeah, it looked like one of the linemen was not on the ball, was not set. Is that illegal there? Darian, or?
Yeah,
Down. Set.
yeah, I didn't notice. Sorry, I was looking at another area there.
It's fine. He's going to keep rolling back left. He's going to throw it crossfield deep, and it is caught by Rudy. Rudy with the Rudy
There it is.
from Notre Dame caught the ball,
Believe.
and he caught the ball. 82-yard touchdown. Can we say
Rudy,
player of the game right there?
Rudy hearing the indecision in Pasta's voice and saying, I'll go ahead and make up your mind for you.
Down. Set.
Player of the game, in my opinion. But it's up to you. Do you agree with me or not? It was 58-37. Rudy made a big play on a secondary and went all the way for 6.
Yeah,
Letting
and
both teams know
I'm almost
Mercy
wondering
Rule is
if
set.
they're even going to get another playoff. We have entered into the Mercy Rule area here, so the clock is still running with 16 seconds left, so we'll see if the Raiders kick it or if they just sit on the clock and let it run out.
Down. Set.
They're going to kick it here. It looks like it's going to be a short kick. No, it's normal kick, excuse me. Kick it off. AJ has the ball. He's going to keep rolling out right. He's going backwards. You did not go backwards. And the Raiders won it 58-0 over the Broncos. You got ads there, Darian, we need to do?
Yes, we do. Before we conclude here, we do want to tell you about some of our other wonderful sponsors. The first of which is LTD, Love to Decorate. Love to Decorate is a bi-monthly home and garden magazine, a monthly event, and of course the LTD website where you can get all information relating to home and garden. We are the #1 resource for home and garden. We showcase all the amazing home and garden talents such as designers, photographers, and stylists. LTD is an Avi Choice winner for Best Home and Garden Website. That is LTD, Love to Decorate. We are also sponsored by Vinyl. Vinyl is inspired by a messy combination of hipster, classic rock, and whimsical imaginings with a dash of geek mixed in. You will find high quality, 100% handmade original mesh clothing and accessories for women, men, as well as unisex styles. That is Vinyl. Another one of our sponsors is Logolepsy. Logolepsy is a fascination or obsession with words. Logolepsy is bringing your favorite quotes and song lyrics to SL in a new artistic way. Logolepsy also makes posters, flyers, and invitations for your next big event. That is Logolepsy. And finally, we want to tell you about VR Sporting Goods. VR Sporting Goods, from custom gloves to standard gloves, face paints, and more. VR Sporting Goods has football gear for your next big game in the UFL. That is VR Sporting Goods. And that is going to bring
the end of this
That-
game.
That is
Alright.
going to bring the so Pasta thoughts.
Raiders stepped up. Secondary stepped up. The Raiders' overall team effort stepped up big tonight. The wide receiver core helped out a lot for the Raiders. Stepped up. Defense stepped up. Secondary stepped up. Helped the young rookie get to comfort zone. Just get him comfortable for this game. Just help him out. I don't know if this is his first ever full-time quarterback or anything like that, but I'd say this is a good start for him and his young professional SL career of SL football quarterbacking skills. Just get him rep, get him comfortable. Just take one game at a time. Get ready for the next one.
Yeah,
What about you?
absolutely. Congratulations to the Raiders advancing to 4-1. A great accomplishment in the first 5 games for the Raiders. They had some adversity to overcome in the off season and even up until this point. There's been a lot of different things, a lot of personnel changes. So the fact that they're able to put together a 4-1 record right now, especially with a new quarterback in Snipe, is a great accomplishment. So congratulations to them. The Broncos, they're off to a rough start. There's some answers that they're going to have to find between now and next week. But they have a very talented squad, and if anybody can turn a franchise around, they've got some capable leaders. Get it?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, well, if my mic's cutting off, it's just telling me to shut up. But I'll just wrap up by saying that, the Broncos, keep your head up, keep working away at it. You've got a capable squad. You've got very talented players down there. So, just keep pushing forward. And I will conclude by saying that my vote for player of the game, I think is going to have to go to Rudy. Just big plays on both sides of the ball. They had a lot of great players there on the Raiders side, but I think Rudy just kind of stood out a little bit higher above the other ones tonight.
Agreed. Made the plays when they have to in the offensive side. Defensively, he made one big play. Offensively, he helped out a lot of the rookie quarterback of Snipe and made the plays. That's all we have. This is Mr. C. Sparta about to get kicked off at SL and the retard Shem.
We're bringing out the hook.
Day. Have a nice day, Baldev.
Have a
See
great
you
night.
around.
Make sure you tune in tonight at 7 p.m. SLT. We've got the Seahawks versus the Bulldogs. Another great game, so come back and join us then.
Holla. All right, I'm getting out of here for the 70.